Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. So I got around to checking out this new film called Good Fortune. It's written, directed, and starring Aziz Ansari, and it's a life-swapping comedy. You're following the story about a character named Gabriel, who's a guardian angel played by Keanu Reeves, who's tall, handsome, and kind of dumb, and he has a very low management of his job, but wants to do more by getting involved between these two characters. One is played by Aziz Ansari, who is struggling for the last 20 years, and he has a lot of odd jobs, and he's living on his car, and his life sucks. And then you have Seth Rogen, who is a wealthy capitalist and has no care in the world, and they're going to know what it's like to live their lives while Gabriel switches places. Now, this is a really good concept. It's basically like Trading Places meets Freaky Friday, except that they're not switching bodies, they're switching lives. And I was not expecting much going into this movie because I thought the trailers did not blow my mind. It didn't really urge me to go out and see it in theaters, but then I kept an open mind when I found out that Aziz Ansari was attached to write and direct this movie, and this is his first directorial debut. And I'm a fan of Aziz Ansari. I love some of his stand-up special. I loved him in Parks and Recreation. I even loved him in a lot of these comedic supporting roles that he did over the years. And the cast is stacked. You got Keanu Reeves, who is playing the guardian angel, which this is a character that definitely fits for him, and I'm a big Keanu Reeves fan. I love Seth Rogen, and I thought they have a great relationship, and I know that they've known each other for a long time, and it looks like that this is going to have a great cast. And Keke Palmer, who is also playing the love interest of Aziz Ansari, I thought her character was great, and I thought that she was a great fit, and the chemistry between Aziz Ansari and Keke Palmer was fantastic. I really believed it. After coming out of the theater, I will say that this movie was so much better than I thought it would be. The writing and the directing was on point. I thought the pacing was really good. I loved how the film was so inspiring and it had a powerful message. He did it so well without trying to shove it down your throat with the message. They did it in a subtlety way, and this is not really a laugh out loud comedy. This is really more heavy, a little bit more dramatic than what you expected it to be, and it does have some laugh out loud moments. It's funny when it's funny, and it's serious when it needs to be, and Aziz Ansari was able to balance the tone, and he does it so well, and he makes this film so authentic and real of what's really going on in the world today, because there are a lot of people out there who are struggling, who are lower class citizens who have multiple jobs, have a hard time paying the bills, and they get shitty benefits and get screwed over, and I feel like that their life is at an end, and Aziz Ansari's character is going through all that, and he's wondering, like, what the hell is my point in my purpose in life? So Keanu Reeves' character, Gabriel, is trying to show him that having wealth and having all the money does not solve all your problems. And little do we know that it does solve all of his problems. As you saw the dialogue from the trailer itself, I thought that was pretty funny. Now he's going to know what it's like to have all the money in the world and live in the life, and he takes advantage of the situation, while Seth Rogen's character who is playing Jeff. Now he's going to know what it's like to be poor, and knows what it's like to have real struggles, and knows what it's like to be on the other side, because his character was born lucky. His family was rich. He came from money, and he became a very successful tech guy, and he has the mansion. He has all to himself, and he takes people for granted, and he has no care in the world. Now he's going to know what it's like to have real struggles, to have less money. And then it's not only just Seth Rogen and Aziz Ansari's character story, but this was also Keanu Reeves' story too. And after he screwed everything up and he set a chain reaction, he loses his wings and becomes mortal, and now he knows what it's going to be like to be human and also have real struggles like everybody else. And I loved how they made this story so relatable and more authentic, and not try to like be too over the top silliness. I thought it worked very well, and I loved it. And throughout the whole movie, when we see them seeing their lives getting switched throughout the whole movie, Seth Rogen and Keanu Reeves were more the main focus of the movie than Aziz Ansari's character. I thought that I thought they did it so well without sidelining the Aziz Ansari throughout the whole movie. Now, with Aziz Ansari's perspective, he's going to know what it's like to have all the great stuff and have all the things in the world. But at the end of the day, he's not going to have everything he ever wants. And the love story between Keke Palmer and Aziz Ansari, I thought that their chemistry was great. And her character, she's also having real struggles, just like him. And I thought Keke Palmer was fantastic in the movie. I love when this movie makes you want to come out of the theater, and makes you want to be a better person, and makes you want to feel more optimistic. And the whole message of the movie is that for people who are struggling and have a crappy crappy life and feel like that their life is not worth living, you just got to be more optimistic and you got to keep going, even though you're having a lot of rough patches, and you're not going to like be successful overnight, but you got to keep going, and hopefully that luck will come to you. And then with the rich and wealthy's perspective, they got to really take a step back and seeing what the damages they're causing, and start to do something different and actually make a difference and not be a total selfish, greedy assholes. I love that idea about that movie. And it's kind of like every trope of movies that we kind of seen before, but it really worked. And I think that Aziz Ansari really hit the nail on the head. But overall, this is definitely one of my favorite movies of the year so far. I was not expecting that to be this good as it did. This is one of the most surprising original movies that I really enjoyed so much, and a movie that I would really watch again. And like I said before, this movie is way more authentic and way more relatable than you think. I think that we get to see what it's like to people who are having real struggles in the real world, when they even though you get jobs, but you're not going to get the best benefits, especially in this economy. It sucks. And this movie was filmed a couple of years ago. This was filmed back in 2023. So it's still relevant in today's world. I thought Aziz Ansari really hit the nail on the head. I can't wait to see him direct more projects. And in this movie, it was an hour and 38 minutes. And I came out of the theater and I was like, this movie felt a lot longer, especially when the movie had a little bit of pacing issues in the second half of the film that kind of dragged along a little too long than it did. But overall, it didn't take me out of the movie. It still was great. I felt good coming out of it. I love when movies make you feel and it makes you think. It makes you see it from a different perspective. And I loved it. So I'm going to give this movie a 9.5 out of 10. I thought this was almost perfect, and it's a movie that you should go and rush out and see in theaters and go and give support, because this is another original project that you should go and check out. I highly recommend it. So what did you think of Good Fortune? Let me know let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like this review, make sure you hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications so you know when my videos are up. Anyway, if you want to follow my social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, the link tree will be down in the description down below. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, great evening, wherever you're from, and stay tuned for more of my content.